the Blue Eagles hope they can take both 152 and 160, where they lost 152 in Virginia. So a lot of wrestling obviously to come, and a lot of rematches, I imagine, from a couple of weeks ago. So a 4-0 lead for Warner after one.
Here you see that nice lift, claw on the near side. If you threw in a Turk there, he would have kept him for more back point, but good strength. Lift and leverage there by Warner to get to 2 near fall points and take a 4-0 lead into the second period. He'd do it once again. Goes with the lift, the claw, but good job by Fulmer feeling it this time and not exposing his back.
So heading into today, the Canes are the #1 seed as of now in the District 11 duels. If they're to win against Nazareth, they would hold on to that 1 spot. No change as they're near the boundary with 1.5 minutes to go in the second period. They'll go out and restart. For Nazareth, we think they would earn the 1 seed with a victory here today.
There you see that lift the second time there, and Fulmer doing a good job of going out and not exposing his back, like I said. Good exchange there between Fulmer and Warner. Fulmer doing a good job of getting to his feet. Warner doing a good job of bringing Fulmer down to the mat. But if you're Fulmer, you got to get the hips out. He's got good hand control, and now we're going to have a penalty point going of locked hands on Warner. So here's Fulmer to his feet again. This time he needs to get his hips exposed before he tries to turn and cut through. He had it there. See, his hips are not coming out. He wants his hips out there. If he exposes his hips, that's going to cause some problems for Warner. But there's a technical violation. 1 point to Fulmer for locked hands. Here you see Coach Kroll for Nazareth.
Dave Kroll in his 16th season for the Blue Eagles. They come in at 13-2. Fulmer and unable to really explode off that whistle. Warner doing his best here. No points scored in this period, but being able to ride out this whole period now in the waning seconds, that's obviously the key.
Well, also getting your hips out there, Doug. Here, if you get your hips out and have a stronger base, you're not going to allow your opponent to Warner pick you up. He's constantly just picking him up, almost allowing him to do that. He needs to get his hips free. He does, once again, you see he's doing the same thing, and that's why Warner's allowed the mat return. And there's a stalling warning.
That's going to come against Warner. Didn't return him to the mat.
There you go, up to his feet once again. An easy mat return there for Warner. Going to ride out the period. Although he did give up that 1 point for a penalty, he maintains a 4-1 lead and going to choose down.
So Fulmer indicates to Joe McIntyre they'll start on their feet, so a point to Warner. He's up 5-1, close to securing another takedown.
Cartwheel over would get the job done for Fulmer, but there's Warner doing a good job of. And you see Warner really smart there, just tying up that right leg of Fulmer, not allowing him to really do anything.
Yeah, and Joe Mack is looking at that knee angle. I think that's what Warner wants. If he can get a potentially dangerous or a stalemate, they're close to getting it here. Because Fulmer is getting in better position. Let's see if he's able to improve. No. They'll stalemate with 1:14 to go.
That's the second time Fulmer has now gotten in. What he needs to do, he switches to that double nicely, but he stays on his knees and allows all the momentum. And there he is again on that high crotch. If he switches to a double, you want to stand up and drive that guy as far as you can if you're Fulmer. But you're allowing Warner to be on the mat, and you know he's very comfortable wrestling on the mat.
In this scramble situation.
That knee's in trouble again there. And Warner knows exactly what he's doing, hanging on to that ankle, not allowing Fulmer to cut the corner, and potentially dangerous.
So Warner continues to lead by 4, 45 seconds to go in the third. Stalling warning, so a point for Fulmer.
There's that high crotch once again, but he allows Warner to cut the corner on his own and gets tangled down there. Warner very comfortable in this position. But if he can pin Warner's hip flat and reach around, and he'll get the 2-point takedown this time. He's in better position if he locks the leg.
There it is. He's going to run out of time, however. Fulmer's going to secure it. They wanted to cut him free. He's going to do it. He's got 6 seconds to work with. Warner gets called again. It'd be 2 points. And it's going to be a 6-4 win for Connor Warner. A big one to start.
Here you see that last takedown by Fulmer. That cut it to 5-4. Good effort there by Fulmer, but not able to get it done as Warner gets the big opening win for the Hurricanes.
So a 3-0 lead for Liberty. We'll go to bout number 2, 113. Andreo Farina here for Nazareth. Tal Reese-Fleming for Liberty. Farina's a sophomore, 17-10. Fleming a senior, 20-0. Now Fleming was unavailable in the dual meet in Virginia, and Liberty tried their best to get around not having him in the lineup.
Yeah, not having, obviously, Tal Reese-Fleming in the lineup. He lost a dual meet this year. Really, one of the reasons why they did lose that dual meet, because you favored here against Farina, and Farina did get that win last time in that dual meet in Virginia Gold.
Farina wrestled Warner at this weight, and Farina won 5-2. Farina doing his best to hold on. Very similar to what we saw in the last bout. Both of these guys comfortable in these scramble situations.
Well, no takedown yet. Scott Krupek, our official for this one. Getting close is Farina, and there it is. Good workmanlike effort there by Nazareth Farina for the takedown.
Farina 21-16 a year ago. Junior high champ in 2017, 38-26 career record. Fleming's 20-0, last year 38-5, state third, region third. Look at this, Farina close to turning him, but he lost that far wrist.
He had it very close to turning him there, but like you talked about, Doug, he did lose that wrist and lost all the momentum there. Now Fleming looking to come out to gain that escape.
Farina trying to lock up a cradle. Fleming faces him, should get the one at least. And he gets the escape.
I said Scott Krupek, our official. It's actually Joey McIntyre. I'm sorry about that. Scott Krupek is the side judge for this bout.
Fleming scores the takedown at the end.
Big, late takedown there by Tal Reese-Fleming to negate the possibility of putting himself in danger, but ended up taking that lead with that nice late takedown. You're going to see it here. This is actually the Andreo Farina's opening takedown. Good job of scooting his hips. You see him keep scooting and scooting. Once he builds that momentum, gets his hips up, that's the 2-point takedown there. And here's where you see very close with Farina. He just needed a little more leg drive, and he, as Doug mentioned, lost that one-on-one on the opposite side, lost all the momentum there. Fleming was in trouble there to get turned.
So Fleming again, the state third last year, district and region third as well. 27-8 in his sophomore season. So he hasn't lost yet this year, and he chose the bottom position to start this second period. Close to the reversal, got Farina in trouble. The reversal awarded, no back points, 2 back points awarded. Back points coming again for Fleming. He's got a 7-2 lead. 3 being held by Joe McIntyre and awarded.
Fleming with that reversal and back points, then puts another 3 count of back points on, really turning it up here. More back points coming once again here for Fleming, just really dominant from his top position.
Three more.
Here we see that reversal coming. Good job, good mat sense there, not going out of bounds there for Fleming. Kind of flying, relaxed a little bit there, and that's where Fleming took advantage of it. Got the reversal, 2 back points, and then here see another 5 count coming and 3 back points. So a huge second period there for Tyrese Fleming.
That's right, Joe, let's go! That's it, Joe!
Two more back points awarded, 15-2. One more turn would do it, although Fleming's got a cradle locked up. So if the hold is broken, Fleming's going to get himself a tech fall, but he'd like to finish and give his team an extra point. And Ferrine is going to belly down 3 more near fall. So 18-2 in 3:42, or make that 4:42.
Here you see just real one-on-one claw, just real simple using the strength and torque of Fleming to rack up that technical fall.
So an 8-0 lead. Made an 8-0 lead for Liberty on the tech fall. We go to 120, third bout. Andrew Smith here for Nazareth. The junior is 22-5. And Matt Maloney here, the senior for Liberty at 23-1. Maloney, state 5th a year ago, district runner-up, region champ for Liberty, 40-5. Was 3rd and 5th in the district and region as a sophomore, 36-5, and 24-14 as a freshman. Smith was 6th in the state a year ago for Nazareth, 32-13, District 4, Region 3. And Maloney scores the opening takedown.
Shoot it! Shoot it! Shoot it!
Maloney and Smith met in Virginia at this weight with a 2-point win for Maloney, 7-5.
Smith just not having the best of luck. Maloney really has Smith's number. Last season, they wrestled 4 times. Maloney defeated Smith all 4 times. I'll get back to that. Here's the opening takedown for Maloney. Good workman like that for higher hips, higher heads. Gonna win that, and he does just that, and he got to work on top. Maloney defeated Andrew Smith as an escape for Smith. 5-3 in the Holiday Classic last season for first place. 6-2 in the duel. 7-3 in District 11 semis, and then 6-3 for state 5th. Maloney got 5th, obviously, in Andrew Smith. And also in the dual meet this season, Maloney 7-5 over Smith. So Smith's it's close every time, but Maloney just has his number up to this point.
Smith secures a takedown. It's going to stick, yes. It's going to give him the lead. See if Maloney can scoot out for a reversal, and he will.
Good job of Maloney. After giving up that takedown, not relaxing, staying in his position, wrestling and maintaining that, and getting the big reversal there. He's going to maintain that 1-point advantage heading into the second period.
So a 4-3 lead for Maloney after 1.
Here you see the takedown already given there, and then there's the reversal there by Maloney.
Escape ties it.
Oh, good job, Maloney, using that length, scooping up that leg. Well done.
Squeeze that tight waist. Squeeze it.
Here you see that takedown. Watch this. Watch the long arm. Just a nice job just fighting through that front head and arm of Smith. And just powered through that with a nice head. It ended up being a head inside single. But just a reach. Well done there by Maloney as we have a caution on Nazareth Smith.
Maloney's still in control. Smith would have preferred to gain a reversal as opposed to just getting the escape, but nothing right now. Stalemate with 40.9 to go in the second period. Maloney's got a 6-4 lead. Liberty's won the first two. They're up 8-0. Back in that similar situation, Joe McIntyre is going to take a look at that knee. Stalling warning on Maloney right at the end of this period. Smith tries to roll out and gain an escape and is unable to do it.
You see that right knee of Smith. With the chin whizzer there. Been up pretty good, but no. Just a stalling warning against Maloney there. No points for Smith. He's going to allow the escape to start this third period to make it 7-4 Maloney.
Liberty bench was looking for a fall there from that neutral position. None was called. No change here in control. And a takedown now for Maloney as they go out of bounds. That's the 5th for Liberty in this duel.
Here you see neutral. They stacked them up there in order to get that fall. In college, that possibly could be a fall. In high school, you got to have a little more control, and you got to be on your back of your shoulders there a little longer for an uncontrolled fall. There was no control. They were neutral. You never gave the takedown. College, that might have possibly been a fall, not in high school.
So 9-5 in favor of Maloney. He's going to secure another takedown. Make it 11-5. Yeah, how about it? Just one swing. I've been in trouble.
Just going to say back points coming would have been huge. He needs 2 points here, Maloney, to get that major decision, which would be very big for the Hurricanes.
Smith the escape. 11-6. A regular decision win for Maloney in the duel earlier this season.
You see Maloney attempting that cross-face cradle there. Nothing going on there. Now we're back to live action.
Still from the neutral position, no change. Final seconds. And it looks like it's going to be an 11-6 final for Maloney, and it will. Third win in a row for Liberty to start the duel. They're up 11-0 after 120. This is where the Canes have some flexibility here. So does Nazareth. Blue Eagles have Pearson and Blaine Wilson weighed in at 126. Liberty has to present first. Nazareth would like, I imagine, to see Torres and Pearson go. So this is Torres here for Liberty. And it's going to be Sean Pearson for Nazareth. So Torres, a senior, 22-5, was 25-17 a year ago, and 17-17 as a sophomore. Sean Pearson, state third last year for Nazareth, 47-7. He's 22-2 this year. District and region championship last year for Pearson, 27-7 as a sophomore, state fourth, region first, district third, and he went 30-7 as a freshman, has 126-23 career record. These two did not meet. Torres wrestled up at 132 against Blaine Wilson, and Pearson took on Niatzi Ansar in a duel in Virginia.
Yeah, now with the weight changes, impossible. I was going to say spladle attempt by Torres as I was talking. You're going to see possibly a lot more different matchups from here up until about 160, 170. From 170 on, you're probably going to see the same matchups, I would assume, but you never know. But the matchups here up until 160 or 170 is going to be probably changed from the dual meet in Virginia. So good. You see the results what happened there. Let's see what they happened there. Just to give you a comparison, after 3 matches, the same exact weight we started down in Virginia, 6-3 in favor of Liberty. Here, it's 11-0 in favor of Liberty. We talked about it in the opening. Those first 2 weights were huge to get Fleming back. Warner down to 6. Big advantage for Liberty is open 2, and we saw that.
And this lineup that Nazareth has will be much different next week when the district duels start on Thursday, with everybody making their descent down a weight class. Pearson's going to get down to 120, Farina down to 6, and Smith down to 130. So it's a different Nazareth lineup next week as they're making their descent down. It's going to continue to give them some flexibility just in some different areas.
Oh, nice head inside single there by Pearson. Torres showing his strength, not allowing his hips to come to the mat. Great defense there by Torres. Good strength and defense there by Torres. And you talked about it, Doug, with Nazareth, a lot of these guys making their descent down, different than it used to be back in the day. You have to be within a certain percentage. I'm not, maybe 1%, 2% per week, so you have to be down. So it tells you with their weigh-in sheet that we have from Nazareth, you can tell they're going down, those guys. And so you're going to see if Nazareth would meet Liberty next weekend, that could be another different dual meet with the lineup. So it's going to be interesting what happens here tonight, and then it's a long ways away to district duels, as we'll talk about that later on. With all the wrestling here today and what happens here tonight, those seeds are already changed so far.
Right, and what we anticipated, again, the formula is impossible for us to project. We would imagine Nazareth, however, with a win, would most likely earn enough points to move ahead of Liberty. The Canes with a win would hold that 1 spot. It looks like Becca is the 2 if Nazareth loses. Blue Eagles could drop to the 4 behind Northampton. Again, it's not how you wrestle during the season. It comes down to a point formula, even though Northampton beat Nazareth. So the Blue Eagles in a tight duel tonight could slip as far as the 4 spot, but would be no deeper than that. Those 4 teams are going to be in the top 4. Northampton, Becca, Liberty, and Nazareth. That will not change.
Which also, with them throwing in the true second, really kind of negates some of that crazy seeding that goes on. But you do have the potential with this year's district duels as Sean Pearson Torres gains the escape. The potential that if a team would lose in the semifinals and if they would meet for the true second, there wouldn't be that tournament.
That's correct, yeah.
But there could be the potential that could happen this year because of these 4 teams are so close. One could upset the other team. As John Pearson with a beautiful ankle pick for takedown.
Speaking of that semifinal round next week, we will have that live for you from Freedom High School. Our coverage begins next Saturday morning at 10:30. We'll have the semifinal round live. We'll be back for the championship final at 5:30, and then potentially a true second if it's there at 7:30. We'll be on the air live as well. So a full Saturday of wrestling. And easily the deepest District 3A we've seen since 1997 in my mind.
In a long, a long time. And there's the potential. We talked about, I don't want to disregard any other teams, but on paper, realistically, the way things unfolded in the regular season and here in the EPCs, we're going to see Sean Pearson, beautiful ankle pick here. Heavy on the head, gets him down, just good scoop and finish there. Quickly comes up and grabs the waist of Torres. But with everything that's worked out, those 4 teams, Liberty, Bethel Catholic, Nazareth, Northampton, it's almost a coin flip depending on, and no pun intended, but the coin flip could be a crucial part of some of these dual meets.
And so Liberty won the flip here tonight and chose even.
Right.
Just to throw that out there. In case you were wondering, Bethel Catholic an easy victory over Easton in what was the 3rd place match today. Pearson stays in control, so he'll take a 2-1 lead into the 3rd. Northampton also an easy win over Freedom for 5th in the EPC. Some blood time for Pearson, it appears.
There you see just Pearson riding out the end of the period on Torres. Cross body ride. Good job maintaining control. Looks like we have some blood time here. Not injury time, blood time.
So we take a look at the series history between these 2 teams. Nazareth leading the all-time series 35-20-1. That one tie coming back before they had the criteria. Nazareth has won. The last meeting was a year ago, this year. Nazareth, however, has really controlled this series. The Blue Eagles have won the last 5 in a row, including this last one in Virginia. The last Liberty win was on the 16th of January in 2013. The Canes won back-to-back. In the last 15 meetings, Nazareth leads the series 12-3. And a reversal for Pearson.
Pretty easy reversal there by Pearson. Torres got a little high. Pearson felt that and took advantage of it.
To escape makes it 4-2 in favor of Sean Pearson. Nazareth looking for their first win. This is bout number 4, 126. Canes lead 11-0 takedown for Pearson.
Takedown on the edge of the mat by Pearson, starting to find his groove here a little bit in this 3rd period. He's going to allow the escape immediately. Here you see that takedown, just a nice job of just feeding under, staying under the arm. Chest to chest on the back. Quick spin, pretty simple, basic takedown there for Sean Pearson. And you're trying to go right back to that same takedown, grabbing that near ankle, getting the cut in the corner, getting the angle there. Nice job of getting the angle and cutting the corner, and making that takedown much easier than it needed to be.
Five-point lead for Pearson's going to cut him again. Make it 8-4.
And you see it, just dude getting that angle, using those long arms, grabbing the ankle. Good job of picking it up. Kind of like a table. You get a table on all fours, you knock one of those legs out, you're going to do the job. And Pearson with another takedown against Torres.
Going to cut him free again. 10-5. Joe McIntyre still mating, so just a 5-point lead for Pearson. He's up 10-5.
Here you see his 4th takedown there. He's really, as I talked about, found his groove in his 3rd period, outscoring Torres 8-3 in his 3rd period. He's going to give up another late takedown as Torres here. So a 4th takedown in his final period. Going to try to get the major with just 4 seconds to go. Good effort there by Sean Pearson, but not going to get the major, but a pretty dominating performance by Sean Pearson.
12-5, regular decision win for Sean Pearson. So the Blue Eagles on the board, down 11-3. So we go to 132. Travis Brown here for Liberty, and Blaine Wilson for Nazareth. So Wilson is a junior, 12-6, 29-16 District 6 a year ago, 1-4 as a freshman. Travis Brown, 18-6 this year, went 33-13 a year ago, District 5 Region 6, 26-14 as a sophomore, and 13-7 as a freshman. And these two did not meet in the duel.
Interesting to see what they say there is the 2-point takedown. Now, if you look, just 2 points, any 2 points of any wrestler. Doesn't have, if one wrestler's out, that's fine. There you see hand, leg, that's the right call there. Left hand of Brown, left hand of leg inbounds, that's a 2-point takedown. Well done communicating by Scott Kupek and Joey McIntyre. That's the new rule that we talk about a lot. That's how we say 2 points of either wrestler inbounds counts as a takedown.
Now Brown in close here, but Wilson diving through the legs of Brown to try to get himself in better position. This is a big weight, 132, with a matched up. Now this is what Nazareth wanted. Pearson win against Torres, and Wilson against Brown. 18-6 Travis Brown, and 12-6 Blaine Wilson.
And once he hooks that leg, that's going to probably be a takedown. Brown using that strength for that takedown. Well done there by Brown.
You'll restart, 48.8 to go opening period. A lot of action in this opening minute plus.
Here you see that takedown by Brown. Once he scoops that leg, cross face goes over the top of the head. That's full control for the takedown. And a possible near side cradle attempt there by Brown.
Come on, he's starting box. He's starting line. Come on.
Now he's going cross-face cradle. Now really showing the strength here. You can lock that up.
He's got it.
Getting close, head to the knees the way you want to do it if you're Brown. But good hand control there by Wilson underneath. Close, but not able to get it fully locked up.
The Browns up 3-2. It'll be Wilson's choice.
Here you see, good shot there. Head to the knee if you're Brown. That's the way you want to lock it up. You want to post behind that left knee of Blaine Wilson, preferably if he's broken down, and then take the head to the knee. That's the easiest way to do it. Very difficult. An arm is more than likely not stronger than a leg, so take the head to the knee.
So Wilson going underneath in the second period. Brown came close to locking up a cradle and getting back points at the end of that opening period.
In control going back to that cross-face cradle attempt here. He's got that right ankle hooked of Wilson. Been in this position for quite a while for this whole period with the front head and arm. And that ankle lock too with Brown. Brown needs to try to use that. And Wilson needs to try to get to his feet, and Brown needs to use that near ankle that he's hooking.
30 seconds to go. Brown's in better position now, I think. I'm sorry, Wilson is.
Brown could be, if he gets a leg and it gets some height, he's got a weird power half attempt, but if Wilson can just shake and slip his hat, he might get the reversal here, and he does just that. Good workmanlike effort there by Wilson. Short time in this second period. It's going to be Brown's choice. An escape here for Brown would be huge.
Wilson's going to maintain control, take a 4-3 lead into the third. Brown, no hesitation. He's going to go underneath to start this third period.
Here you see that reversal by Wilson. Once Wilson gets height there and starts shaking, there's the key. Getting the height there, slipping it, slip that head out. Good job of keeping the hips flat of Brown to get that reversal.
So Wilson scored the opening takedown, but spent very little time on the mat. So let's see what he's able to do in this period.
And Peterson roll attempt here by Brown. Good job of clearing his hips. Now he's got the leg of Wilson. He's going to look to try to come around and get that reversal, which we know he's very comfortable from that top position. Reversal would be very big for Brown, and there it is.
There it is. Puts him back in front, 5-4. And neither guy's been warned at all for stalling in this bout. And Wilson was able to secure the reversal late in the second period to go ahead. I think Brown, Nate, right? Content to be in this position and just to try to ride, to hold on to this lead?
Oh, I think, yeah, he's very comfortable from this time. He's been in control most. He just got a little sloppy late in that second period. Wilson feeling that. Close to a cross-face cradle, had a near cradle that he potentially could have locked up. I mean, he's right now, a lot of yelling going on both sides, but I mean, you could say he's stalling on both guys. Wilson just flat on the bottom, and Brown needs to come out to the side. I think if Brown comes out to the side a little bit, you're going to get Wilson for stalling. And there's a stalling on Liberty.
Yeah.
And that's what I just talked about. He needs to come out to the side and work. There you see that reversal. Good limp arm out of there if you're Brown. That stalling warning could be huge late in this bout.
He's got to be careful now, too. It's one of those mat return type deals. If Wilson can get to his feet, Brown's got to be wary of that, because now another stalling warning on Travis Brown, a point for Nazareth. Now we're back in that same position, however.
Well, now Brown maintains height and gets a little height. Works on the power half. You can do that, but if he comes out to the side just like that and tries a high leg back, Wilson is going to be the one that gets hit for stalling. But
this is exactly where we just were. Brown in control. 10 seconds to go. I don't think you're going to see a stalling warning at all.
No, he's out to the side. He's in good shape, Brown. He's doing a good job coming out to the side.
Wilson unable to get to his feet. And that late reversal is going to give Travis Brown a big win for Liberty. 5-4 is your final fourth win for the Canes, and they go up 14-3. So we go to 138. This is Drew Cleary for Nazareth. Christian Reed was weighed in here for the Canes.
Christian Reed.
And that's who we're going to see. So Cleary and Reed here at 138. So Cleary is a sophomore, 23-8, 19-11 last year, scores the opening takedown. Christian Reed is a freshman, 2-4, and was junior high fourth at 140 a year ago. Cleary, career record of 42-19, junior high runner-up in 2017. Cleary wrestled Brown at this weight in the duel in Virginia.
After 5 bouts in the Virginia dual meet, it was 10-8 in favor of Liberty. As you can see on the screen now, Liberty up 14-3, so a nice advantage if we're comparing last duel for Liberty at this point.
So this is where Nazareth really needs to make some hay. With Cleary here, with Farber at 145, probably going to see Jake Dressler at 52, Capobianco at 60, that is where the Blue Eagles hope to really do some damage. And it starts right here as well. 4-1 in favor of Bouts 1 through the first 5 in favor of Liberty. In the duel, it came down to criteria. It was not Bouts 1, they each won 7. It actually came down to most 5-point victories because they each had the same 6-point wins. And it was the tech fall by Sean Pearson that ended up being the difference.
There, see that opening takedown, just an easy shrug throw by Cleary to gain that 2-point takedown. Just been riding Reed this whole entire first period, not really close to back points. There's a cross-face cradle attempt by Cleary, but Reed, knowing it's coming, does a good job of basing out, not allowing Cleary to lock anything up.
So that Cleary takedown is going to stand up as the only points in that opening period.
So Reed chooses down. Escape awarded prior to the start of the period, makes it 2-1. Cleary, we talked about not close to turning him, so immediately allows the escape. He's going to try to work from his feet in on that head inside single once again. Tries to come up for the big move and cradle, but instead he'll take the 2-point takedown.
Make it 4-1 in favor of Cleary. Tilt attempt coming from Cleary, can't get Reed over.
Take his hand off. Grab the 4 fingers. Grab the 4 fingers. No. No. There you go. Stay on your base. Stay on your base. Look where you're at. Look where you're at. Look where you're at. Look where you're at.
Minute 7 to go, middle period, no change at all. Cleary doing his best to lock up that tilt.
There, so he tried to hit the big move from that neutral position, but sometimes when you try to hit that big move, you kind of lose the leg. He did a very good job of maintaining that leg to get the 2-point takedown. So just a sophomore is clearly a very experienced move there by the sophomore.
He cuts Reed free. He's going to work on his feet. He's got 2 takedowns so far in this bout. But Cleary's so long with the arms. It's hard. I mean, Reed did everything he could on the sprawl attempt. Couldn't break that grasp. Another takedown, the third for Cleary. He's up 6-2.
And just to show you the difference in a finish on a takedown, there, Drew Cleary, good job, head high, used his head to elevate to get the takedown. His teammate at 106 that I talked about constantly getting on that double, every time he get in that double, he would stay on his knees, and Warner had all the leverage. See, here's a good shot of it here. He brings it up, then watch his head, and then he drives. Head high, drives with his leg. I mean, that is the textbook takedown by Drew Cleary.
He allowed the escape, hoping to secure another takedown, did Drew Cleary.
Dump, nice, late period dump for Cleary.
He's going to get maybe 3, 2 and 3 coming. How about that? 5 points at the end of the period.
So big 5-point move there, 4-point move. And 10-3 scoreboard. Let's take a look here. Beautiful dump, short time to go. There's 2 counts, 3, 4. Looks like he did get the full complement of back
We'll put
points
11
there.
up there eventually, yep.
There it is, Doug all over it, as usual.
Well, how about that going from a tight match, 4-2, or 6-3 at the time. Cleary took a peek at the clock, thought about it with under 30 to go, cuts him free, and then that 5-point move, and now the escape. He's sitting on a major decision win.
Yeah, he's been very dominant from his top position. I mean, from the neutral position. He's working hard on top, but not Reed defending everything off. He wasn't close to a takedown, so smart to really open it up in that second period by Cleary.
So a 12-3 lead for Drew Cleary, the sophomore for Nazareth. Blue Eagles trail 14-3. This is bout number 6, 138. Another takedown for Cleary. He's up 11. He worked hard in that opening period and then early in the second to get that tilt, but it did not work at all.
Now this time,
Oh, he's got it tight here too, Darren. He might be able to sneak a fall out of this.
he's got the if he elevates that far leg, it could get close. There it
There
is.
it is.
Reed giving up the fall.
5:28 the time of the 5:18 the time of the fall for Cleary. Big fall for the sophomore.
Doug called it. He said he could possibly get it here. Reed just kind of allowed his shoulders to stay flat and just laid him there and gave up that fall. So a big fall there by Drew Cleary.
14-9 now in favor of Liberty. We go to 145. Deshaun Farber here for Nazareth. Liberty has Jason Rizak waiting here, and this is going to be Daniel Damon. So Damon wrestling here for Liberty. The senior 0-1 wrestled on Thursday against Freedom this year, taking on Deshaun Farber, the junior for Nazareth, who is 23-6 and really settling in nicely now to the grind of this Nazareth schedule. Farber explodes on the double for the takedown.
Here you see that beautiful, as Doug called it, exploding double. Just a beautiful way to drive right through your opponent.
Damon 0-1 this season. Again, wrestled against Freedom in his first match of the year. Wrestled just one varsity bout a year ago for Liberty, going 0-1.
That's,
Just textbook double there by Farber.
yeah, just timing it right, lowering his level and just using that explosive speed that Farber has.
Escape awarded.
Oh, good fake right, shoot left. Grabs his third takedown in this bout. But this is where, like you talked about, Nazareth wants to make their move in the middle here, because once they get to the end, Liberty's going to have some, they're going to be favored up there. They have Moyer up there, Freeman favored at 285. Hennessy in a war last time, shot and Amon. So there's going to be a lot of interesting weights at the end, but Liberty has the bigger guns compared to Nazareth at the end of the lineup. So Nazareth, if they want to try to make a move, they're going to have to do it here to kind of negate that early run that Liberty started on.
Yeah, Liberty was able to build an 11-0 lead with wins in the first three. Farber trying to work a tilt here for some more points. He's up 6-2 in this opening period.
Freestyle, Farber scoring a bunch of points, but here in folk style normal, that's nothing. So Damon will take that all day long.
So Farber up 6-2 after one.
Here you see Farber just kind of running Damon over. Doesn't really have anything. Just kind of doing a leg drive, maybe trying to catch Damon in a half or something there, but didn't really have anything. Just leg drive and kind of rolled Damon through.
I would imagine Liberty is going to run Jason Rizak up, reversal for Farber. Rizak weighed in at 145. I imagine they'll run Rizak up to 52 to take on either Farina or Dressler for Nazareth. Escape for Damon.
And you see that reversal coming here, just Wizard with the pressure. Over under lateral drop position. Damon goes to the headlock, but then just slips it, and Farber goes around for that reversal.
immediate escape awarded. Farber another takedown. Make it 10-3. Gonna cut him free again.
There's another classic finish there by Farber. Damon trying to play the edge there, and Farber collapsing to that lower ankle. Maintains control.
Shrugs him by for another takedown. Make it 12-4. Cut him free again. Really escalating the takedown numbers now for Nazareth. That's 20 that I have, and Farber really lighting it up here. He's going to cut Damon free again. 14-6, so he's got the major right now in the middle, or in the waning minute here of this second period. Stalling warning on Damon for backing up. Under 40 seconds to go, and Farber looking at a major decision.
Just a head right there by Damon, kind of getting, or by Farber, I'm sorry, just getting Damon out of position.
Getting a count on back points. I think he got 2 swings from Joe McIntyre, and he did. So another takedown and 2 near fall. So 18-6 is the score. Make it 18-7 on the escape. Another takedown.
He's got that Turk. Now he's going to go with the claw and try to turn Damon over to his back.
Well, this is going to do it regardless, whether it's a tech or a fall. And it looks like Farber's going to run out of time. More near fall, 3. That'll make it 23-7 in 4 minutes. So 5 more for Nazareth, and we're locked up at 14 apiece halfway through.
Here you see Farber with the Turk and then the claw, but give Damon all the credit for fighting that off.
14-14 back with 152 after this. Welcome back to Eastern Area Middle School in the EPC Championship between Nazareth and Liberty. We're in bout number 8. We're all locked up at 14 apiece. It's 152 pounds. Jake Dressler's here for Nazareth. The junior is 21-6. And Jason Rezak, the junior for Liberty, 22-6, wrestling here as well. Dressler scored the opening takedown right off the whistle. 23rd for Nazareth. Dressler, 21-6, was 42-7 a year ago, 9-7 as a freshman, and junior high runner-up in 2016. 38-28 career record for Dressler. Rezak was 17-18 last year as a sophomore, and 1-0 as a freshman, and again comes in this year at 22-6.
Oh, nice hip over there by Rezak. Thought he was going to get the reversal, but just the escape. A nice job there by... Nice hand control there by Dressler, but beautiful defense here by Rezak, showing his strength, staying square. Dressler needs to cut the corner if he wants to make this a little easier for him. He's going to go head underneath and try to get some height.
These guys may run out of room.
Rezak doing a smart job of staying tight, grabbing ankles. Going to be a lock up here, and neither guy can really move much. There it is. There's the opening takedown. Nice low ankle pick there by Dressler. That's how we got to this point. Ankle pick, Dressler, escape Rezak, and that's the way it's going to stay after 1.
Rezak's choice, he'll defer. Dressler will go underneath. Not going to see, I imagine, any of the Nazareth wrestlers go top or neutral. As we've talked about with Dave Kroll, part of the learning process. The wrestlers for Nazareth, no hesitation. They're going to go underneath every period. It's their choice, part of the development to get out. And of course, in this case for Dressler, you get out, go up 3-1, maybe score a takedown and pad your lead.
Dresser getting hyped and elevating Rizak, putting Rizak in a little bit of trouble. No points yet, though. Rizak's still in control. Joey McIntyre debating whether it's a reversal or an escape, and it's going to be the reversal there by Dresser as Rizak getting a little high, giving up that reversal.
Escape awarded to Rizak as they go out of bounds, make it 4-2 in favor of Dressler.
There you see, no points were awarded. Rizak in a little bit of trouble, but good job of fighting off his side there, getting to a base. But either way, Dresser came around right there and gained the 2-point reversal. Deep double here by Dresser. With a neck wrench by Rizak, doing a good job of defending there and taking Dresser out of bounds. Nice leg sweep, good finish there. And that's what we've seen from Nazareth, really kind of standing out, is their finishes from the neutral position. Getting the guy's leg up and maintaining control. Sometimes you get the leg up, you try to trip, and what was it, Cleary trying that cradle, you lose the leg, but they do a really good job of just maintaining control and finishing. But now it's Rizak going to try to get a takedown here of his own. Get him right back into this bout. He's got the leg lock. He hips up. He might get this. He's got to get his hips up. If you're Rizak, you got to get your hips up. There it is. Big takedown.
And gets him back in at 6-5.
Right back in it. Here you see that nice finish by Dressler. Then you see Rizak here, kind of just doing kind of cartwheel over, turns to the correct way, and then kind of near side cradle attempt. He got the leg locked. Came around, got his hips high, and got him right back into this bout. We're tied at 6 after that escape.
And Dressler wasting no time. He's not going to work from the top position at all. Rizak in position to secure another one. Well, watch the angle of that left knee.
He's got the leg in. That's going to be 2. He's got to bring him down to the mat. I guess that's what Joey McIntyre's waiting for. He thought he had 2, but Dresser came up with that.
Nothing awarded, and there it is. That gives him an 8-6 lead.
So, big comeback here by Rizak. Dresser's going to try to drive for a double here. He's stacking Rizak, but like I said, you need lots of control there.
Nothing awarded yet. There's the reversal to tie it.
You're tied at 8 with 1 minute to go.
Nazareth bench wants Dressler to cut him free.
They want him to cut him. They're yelling cut him. They don't want him to ride. They want him to go neutral. So he's going to give him the 1-point lead. And Dressler right back in.
Trying to secure again. Same position that we were. Rizak with that roll. Look at this.
Headlock attempt. Oh, reverse cradle. Could be tied.
Pinned him.
Oh, my.
Wow, with 32 seconds to go. Boy, did that happen fast.
Wow.
5:28 is the time.
Out of nowhere, the reverse cradle, one of the tightest cradles you'll see. Take a look right here. That's actually not the takedown. That's the takedown that tied the bout up at 8. We trailing by 1, 9-8. Rizak leading 9-8. Here you see, just take a look and watch. Turns in, reverse cradle by Dressler, and that's all she wrote.
So Nazareth up now 20-14. All right, here we go to 160, bout number 9. This is Alex Cruz for Liberty. The senior is 9-16, and Joe Capobianco for Nazareth. The sophomore just 4-1. Capobianco wrestled 2 matches last year, going 1-1. Cruz wrestled 12 matches last year for Liberty, going 8-4. Boy, that
came out of nowhere.
That's something. Down a point. was Jake Dressler. Needed a takedown to go ahead. He secures it.
Well, Nazareth leading 20-14. Comparing it to the dual meet last time, it was 17-14 in favor of Nazareth last dual meet at this point.
Well, and we're anticipating from 170 on up.
Yes.
It's going to be straight up rematches that we saw all the way through. Depending on what Nazareth does with Manos and Herzig at 170.
Correct.
Manos wrestled at 170. Manos wrestled Talajan at 170 and Herzig wrestled Hennessy at 182. I would think Nazareth wants that same matchup. Both of those close wins. We'll talk about that when we get to that.
That's going to be this huge bout for both teams right here. Two guys that didn't wrestle last time in the dual meet. Capabianco, you talked about just 5 bouts on the season, getting thrown in. Been thrown in the lineup late due to Nate Stefanik's injury, and guys dropping and juggling going on for Nazareth, which they do all the time. And then, Alex Cruz, been battle tested all season long. Might not have the record he's comfortable with at 9-16, but he's battle tested, unlike Capabianco.
And you mentioned Nate Stefanik. Stefanik also, there is some whisperings that he'll be available next week in the dual meet portion of the end of the season. So that's another difference that we'll see next week.
Yeah, if you get Nate Stefanik in that lineup, how well he'll be, he's been out since the Northampton meet back in early December when he broke his foot, I believe, or fibula, or a slight fracture. But if he can get back in that lineup, that will make this lineup just even more scarier for the Blue Eagles. And Stefanik was a 6th place state finisher last year for Nazareth.
And the word from the Nazareth staff, one of the reasons why they like Capabianco is it's a scoreless opening period, as they said, he's a pinner. So a guy that has that ability to get more bonus points. Nazareth with a fall at 138 from Drew Cleary, then a tech fall from Deshaun Farber at 145, and most recently a fall by Jake Dressler. We had mentioned too, with Cleary on the mat at 138 to 160, and really all the way up to 182, Nazareth wants to dominate and win those matches, but to get 3 bonus point victories, that could be big coming down the end of this duel.
Yeah, I mean this has the potential to criteria all over again.
Yep. So you take a look at what Nazareth has accomplished this season, starting the year in the Cumberland Valley Kickoff Classic as a team, placing first and crowning 4 different champs. Easy win over Allen. Then the non-league EPC matchup against Northampton that we had here on Service Electric, a 41-20 win for Northampton. First time Seth Lisa ever beat Nazareth, then East Stroudsburg South, Freedom Easy. Going to the Beast, finishing 21st, placing 3rd at the Holiday Classic, and then an easy win over Easton, Pocono Mountain East. Now, Virginia Duels is the one that really, they placed 3rd as a team. The only loss down there was to South Plainfield. They beat Liberty and then Erie Prep, who is one of the better teams in the state, too, coming out of the West. So a real impressive Virginia Duels for Nazareth this year, for sure. And South Plainfield, one of the top 5 teams in the state of New Jersey, ranked in some publications as top 3.
And they actually ended up winning the Virginia Duels down there. Did South Plainfield.
All right, this is, the last one was pretty wild.
Yeah.
This one could be the same because, again, these are 2 guys you maybe wouldn't even expected to be in this position a week ago, and with really a key spot in the duel.
We talked about, a lot of times in these big duel meets that are so tight and so close, it's the unknown guys that really come out of nowhere and gain the headlines. So, you get Cruz or Capabianco getting a win here, this could be a big win for either of your teammates as they go out of bounds. That was
a nice move by Capabianco.
Nice back trip there by Capabianco. So 1-0 Cruz lead. Caution on Cruz to start this period, just to let you know out there. Looks like we have a poke in the eye. No injury time. Just a warning. Job of working the ties and actually doing a good job of head raking, but not really trying to shoot off that, off those ties. Bianco kind of giving his leg up there, but Cruz wants no part of it, comes around and squares up as they go out of bounds. And you see him kind of giving up that leg right there for him, didn't want any part of it. Nice shot there by Cruz. Nice deep head inside single by Cruz.
It's just a matter of him finishing.
Yep, plenty of time here to finish. Capiano's got nothing. He just spins out of it. Cruz kind of just gave up that leg. Had him in all kinds of trouble. Just could not finish against Capibianco.
1-0 lead after 2 for Capobianco. Cruz's choice. He's going to go underneath in the third.
Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah, Cruz is trailing 1-0. Here you see the leg up, just a kind of, instead of a limp arm, a limp leg, foot out, I guess. So nice job by Cruz, or by Capobianco. He's going to lock up a cradle. Oh my God! But he's going to put himself in trouble. Now Cruz is going to. Oh my! This could be huge for Liberty.
Boy, so much time to work with in the middle of the map for Cruz.
There it is. Oh my! What a turn of events.
Falling 4:20 for Liberty, and we're tied again.
Oh my! What? Capobianco with a cradle, put Cruz in trouble, but he rushed it, and Cruz did a great job of rolling through, maintaining position, pressured out, and you see the fall right there. Wow.
Boy, that is something else. All right, here we go. Now we go to 170, bout number 10. Josh Talajan here for Liberty. Talajan's a senior, 18-5, and this is Tommy Manos, a senior for Nazareth at 15-13. Manos just 6-6 a year ago, so 21-19 career record. Talajan, again, 18-5 this year, a senior, 24-11 a year ago, District 5, Region 6. These two wrestled in Virginia, Talajan winning it by a 9-6 score. And a takedown as they go out of bounds for Liberty.
You see that takedown by Talajan. Good job of controlling the leg. Grabs that other ankle. Control both ankles. That's 2 points.
Manos with the escape. Was tough of a loss that Liberty gained at 152 with the fall, getting it right back. I mean, they're even Steven now. Yeah, it is obvious on the scoreboard, but getting those 6 points right back. If Nazareth, didn't deserve it on paper, if you looked at it at 152, Liberty in a real big toss-up gets a big one. That's a huge fall for Alex Cruz from that position when he was in danger of getting pinned himself, as Capobianco was so close to locking up that cradle.
Yeah, Cruz was in trouble. That cradle was tight, but Capobianco just rushed it a little bit. And Cruz, great job of staying with it and rolling through it, and finishing is the key. Now Talajan looking for his second takedown. Couldn't bring Manos down to the mat.
Talajan's up 2-1. 9-6 win for Talajan in Virginia. So it looks like we'll get Herzig and Hennessy at 182, and then rematches all the way through, starting right here.
Now this time the difference is Liberty trailing 20-17 going into this bout last time. They're tied up at 20. So right now, that was a huge, not only was a huge win last bout, but the fall was enormous for Liberty. Close that gap. If Liberty would have just won that decision last bout, the score would have been identical to down in Virginia. But that could be the difference in this dual meet if everything pans out the way it did in Virginia, which when you see wrestling the way it is, it usually does not.
Especially as close as those scores were, escape for Talajan. I mean, the next one, Hertzig and Hennessy, was a 5-2 win for Connor Hertzig, so who knows on that one. And the Shot Ahmad match at 220 was a 1-point victory for the Nazareth junior, 4-3.
Nice finish there by Talajan. Took his time, crashed down heavy on the hips to gain his second takedown of the bout.
Stalemate it. 1:02 to go in the second.
Here you see doing a good job maintaining that leg, head inside, head high, trips, hooks the leg, crashes on the opposite leg. Beautiful takedown for Talajan.
Manos the escape down 5-2. Three-point lead for Talajan as we end this second period. He's up 5-2. It'll be Manos' choice. He'll go underneath. He's right in this if he can get an escape, but it's a matter of securing a takedown. He's been unable to do that so far in this bout.
So escape allowed by Talajan. 5-3.
Up until the last match, Nazareth had at least one takedown in every one of the bouts up until Capobianco in the last one. So this is 5-3. We'll restart with 1:32 to go.
There's that nice, somebody could go flying here.
Yep.
They both back out of it as they both would rather work. Both guys look like they could possibly throw the other, but they stayed away.
Well, 1 minute to go in the third. Talajan has a 5-3 lead. We're knotted up at 20 apiece. This is 170, bout number 10.
Goes back to that head inside single. He's been crashing on, he's been hooking it and then crashing on that double. Now he's going to bring it back up, limp arm out. Manos hanging on to that right arm of Talajan, and not only that, but he gets his leg out free too. So Talajan multiple times looked like he might get a takedown, but Manos keeping himself in this bout, just a takedown away and tying it up. Although it's been, Talajan looks at the clock for a second there.
They're going to go out of bounds. Almost a mistake there. 12.7 almost gave up that takedown that would have tied it for Manos. Talajan hasn't been warned. He can back up as much as he wants.
Manos needs to bring Talajan to the mat, and he would get the takedown.
Talajan can run around in circles there if he wanted to. 5 seconds to go. He hasn't been warned. He'll back up. Still
Yeah, I mean, no need, no. I mean, that's going to get the job done for Talajan.
He wins it 5-3. Liberty back in front, 23-20, and now they've won 6 of the 10. So we'll go to 182. Connor Hertzik here for Nazareth and Kevin Hennessy for Liberty. Hertzik's a junior, 25-3. Hennessy a junior, 21-6. Hertzik beat Hennessy in Virginia 5-2 at this weight. Hertzik 32-14 a year ago for Nazareth District and Region 5, 3-4 as a freshman, 60-21 career record. Hennessy 21-6 this year and a year ago finished the season at 25-12 for the Canes. And Hertzik scores the opening takedown.
Here you see Hertzik bringing that leg up, pushing away, pushing down, staying in bounds, attacking that right ankle for the takedown. And escape awarded. Still neutral between these two guys.
It looks like, based on this weigh-in sheet, that Hennessy's on his way down to 170.
Yes, he's coming at 173 too. Oh, yes.
Yeah, so he could get down by next week.
And Hertzik's on his way down
Hertzik's
too.
at 162 and a half.
I'm just looking, because I know both these guys are descending, and Hertzik there's an 11-pound difference here between Hertzik and Hennessy, even though both these guys are going down, but they're both going to be in opposite weight classes, it looks like, come individual postseason. But 11-pound difference here between these two.
Elbows in.
Hertzik another takedown. 26 for Nazareth. You got 27. That's.
And you see Hertzik doing a good job maintaining control. Hennessy loves to be on the mat there, loves to scoot around, but got that right arm up, or actually just kind of pinned the hip down of Hennessy to grab that takedown.
So 27 takedowns for Nazareth, 11 for Liberty. Up to this point, yet the Canes have a 23-20 lead. Hertzik will take a 4-1 lead into the second period.
Applying that pressure on top. Looking to bar up that left arm of Hertzik. Looks like Hertzik has it tucked underneath. Now trying to get to his base as Hertzik spins in, but Hennessy just driving right through, staying really tight on top.
Hertzik able to get to his feet and explode, heal the hands and get the escape to go up 5-1.
And that's where Hertzik is at his best, when he's moving, constantly firing, very aggressive from the neutral position. And that bottom position, you know, we talk about it all the time, the best time to escape is off that whistle when you're both, you know, 50-50 situation. So he did just took advantage of that, did Connor Hertzik.
Hertzik won 5-2 in Virginia, has a 5-1 lead right now. Nazareth finds themselves down 23-20. This is 182, about 11. We have 3 to go after this one.
Do it again. Throw that elbow over your shoulder. The elbow.
Still tying up. Herzig in 5-1 advantage with 2 takedowns in that first period.
Over your shoulder. Pick it up.
So Hennessy with a nice shot, but Herzig not allowing Hennessy to cut that corner, staying square and heavy on the head was Herzig.
Snap it down. Snap it down. There you go.
No, it will be Hennessy's choice in that third period, and escape will get him to within 5-2. It's been awfully tough, though, for Hennessy to penetrate this defense from Herzig, especially with a lead now to secure any takedowns. He will go underneath, down 5-1. Will Kevin Hennessy escape awarded? So make it 5-2. Herzig needing to return Hennessy to the mat to get the takedown. There it is. Escape. Make it 7-3.
Snap it down, Kevin. Snap it down. Throw that elbow. There you go. Throw it over your shoulder. Throw that elbow over your shoulder.
Under a minute. 4-point lead for Herzig and Nazareth. They're down 3.
You see that bear hug by Herzig to get his third takedown once Hennessy puts both hands on the mat. 2-point takedown is awarded.
Herzig again will score. Cut him free.
There's a head inside single. Just a nice run the pipe. The strength and power of Herzig getting that takedown.
Herzig trying to score again. Yeah, can't keep Hennessy in bounds. They'll restart as Hennessy had his foot on the gym floor. 14.7 to go in the third. A 5-point lead for Connor Herzig of Nazareth. And 9-4 is going to be the final regular decision win for Connor Herzig of Nazareth. Makes it 23-23. The Canes have won 6 of the first 11. Damon Moyer already out here for Liberty. And Chase Levy here for Nazareth.
Let's go.
So Levy, a freshman, 14-12. Moyer, a senior, 22-2. Moyer pinned Levy in 3-10 in the Virginia duels. Levy, a junior high champ last year, junior high third in 2017. Moyer went 36-6 a year ago, won a district and region title for the Canes as a junior. 38-11 district runner-up, region third as a sophomore, and 21-16 as a freshman.
And if you're Liberty, you're in very good shape from where they're at. 23-20, Nazareth was winning at this point. 23-17 Nazareth was winning coming into this battle.
Yeah, much different.
So, we talked about Liberty is in full control as they got one of their stud hammers out here, and Moyer going up against the freshman and Levy. Levy's going to have to try and battle. Like you talked about, he did get pinned, and Virginia Duel's going to have to battle here.
If it just went the way, just regular decisions here on out.
Yes.
The way it went in Virginia. Now Moyer pinned Levy, and Moyer win, a Freeman win at 285. Even if Schott wins at 220, Liberty's going to win this one. And then Moyer's got Levy in trouble, out of bounds, but he's got 2 near fall. That's all.
Yep.
But my point is, even if Liberty wins regular decisions here on out, if they take 2 or 3, it's going to be over.
Yep. There's a nice drive double there by the senior Moyer. And he patiently played the edge very nicely, locked up a cradle, and ended up getting 2 near fall points. Escape allowed by Moyer. Levy with a shot, Moyer all over it. Now going to do a reshot of his own. 2-point takedown. Moyer.
6-1 lead for the Liberty senior. Moyer will take that 6-1 lead into the second.
And you see that reshot by Moyer. Bring the leg up. There we go. Once again, bring the leg up. Keep your head high. You're going to finish just about every time. You keep your head high on those finishes from neutral position. I think Peterson roll might come out of this. Moyer can roll through to his right side. Still in control is Levy. Getting height is Moyer.
Reversal awarded. Make it 8-1. Moyer's going to cut Levy free. Thought about maybe locking up something big here. He's up 8-2.
And that's what you want to do. You pinned him last time, Moyer. You want to take your time, score points, wear your opponent down. Look for the fall. Don't force the fall. Anytime you see wrestlers going out and forcing a fall, let it come to you naturally. And he'll do that. Moyer will wear Levy down the best that he can. Build up a 6-point lead. Going to try to keep. Now the difference is, when we talk, this time, this dual meet than Virginia dual meet, as Moyer drains another takedown, is they just went out naturally, and it's over. That fall was very crucial in that Virginia duels, as they were trailing by 6 at the time.
And that Moyer pin in the duels tied it, and then each team split a regular decision victory in the final 2. Different deal here as Liberty is tied with Nazareth at 23 apiece. They've also won 6 of the first 11. .3 lead after 2.
And you see that takedown by Moyer. Good job of getting height, coming around. And that was the reversal. I think that was the takedown there. His 3rd takedown of the bout.
Take a look at what Liberty has done this season quickly at 15-2. Remember, they had 21 wins a year ago. Started their season off in the Boyertown Duels, winning that one, placing first at Penn Manor, hosting their Holiday Classic and finishing first in that one with a handful of champs, and the big win over Northampton, the big win over Bethlehem Catholic during that stretch as well. A very memorable season up to this point for the Canes. They want to continue with a potential dual meet championship, and it would start tonight with an EPC title as well.
And Moyer,
he's trying.
He's looking for that near side cradle, and once again, he's trying to force it. You know what I mean? He's waiting for Levy to come up, and Levy feels it coming. Go out and take down. Maybe catch him off the takedown. That's the best time to do it.
So Levy got the escape. He's down 6-10-4.
Now try to work your finish and build off of this finish. Maybe look for the fall if you're Moyer. Another takedown for Moyer.
Still in control, coming around the side. Looking for that cradle again. That's going to be tough too with the body type of Levy. It's such a long wrestler. Escape awarded.
And you see that takedown, head inside single, brings the leg up. Limp arms out. Basic takedown there for Moyer. Here's Moyer. Nice lift. Maybe look for the half, and that's why a lot of the coaches kind of getting a little frustrated with Moyer. They want him to cut him, they just want him to wrestle. The half, that was a great job of doing a double, and they're screaming half even before they took him to the mat.
A 9-point lead for Moyer with 45 seconds to work in the final period. So he's got a bonus point stalling. Warning on bottom on Levy. They'll go out of bounds 31.6. Moyer looks at the bench.
There's Moyer. There's the double there. He can come up. There it is. See, Levy turned in just for a little bit, and that's what the coach at Liberty coaches were saying. Stick in that half. Come up top, sink that half deep, and get the fall. He's going to ride it on. He has the major locked up, but the 9-point decision, he's going to try to ride. Look for that cradle. 10-point now with the stalling warning, or point.
Make it 15-5. They're going to cut him free. 15-6. Going to look for something big. Levy in. Knows he will not score, but will not give up any more points. So Moyer, a 15-6 major decision win. So it gives Liberty an edge. That's their 7th win, and they're up 27-23. And we go to 220. Stephen Schott for Nazareth. The junior 29-4. Jake Ahmad, the senior for Liberty, 19-6. Ahmad 13-9 a year ago, District 4. Schott 21-14 as a sophomore, District 6.
And that should be a good, regardless of the setting that we're in. These two guys, one of the top guys at 220, both very, very good. All matches have been very tight up to this point.
Schott won this one 4-3 in Virginia. Very low scoring and very close match.
Yeah, you got two styles here, very similar in regard to both guys very antsy, if you will. Both very good technically, but they're very antsy. They're all over the place. They come out, as you've seen so far, a lot of head slapping, a lot of guys all over. They look like they're about 145 pounders the way they move out here.
Ahmad weighed in at 217.7, Schott at 211.1.
Here you go. Put his head down. Put his head down. What you waiting on? Hey. Keep bringing his head down. Keep stepping his head down. Snap the head down, Jake. Push it down. Push it down. Push that head down, Jake.
Both guys just really
There you go. Put it
feeling each other out here. A lot of scrapping with the ties, a lot of head slapping.
Wait. Put the weight.
Well, Schott with the shot, but ran out of room. 48.5 to go opening period. No score between these two. Liberty up 27-23.
Control the head. Bring his head down, Jake. Snap it. Here you go.
Good job of Ahmad there, working the head of Schott. That's what you want to do, heavy on the head. Look for knee pick, maybe a shot. An attempt at a takedown, maybe easier to say that. But I think if you're Stephen Schott, I think that underhook really could go a long way. Taller, he's got more leverage. You work with that underhook. Also with the knee picks from that situation too.
Snap the head down. Push his head down. Keep pushing the head down. Keep pushing the head down. Keep pushing.
And Stephen Schott with another attempt at a takedown here. So 0-0 after one.
Shot going underneath in his second period. Earns the first points.
If Ahmad can win this bout, it would. Oh, nice drive there by Ahmad and takedown. There's the power and explosion of Ahmad. As I was saying, if he could pull out this bout, it would clinch
It's over, yeah.
the dual meet. Here you see, good job, nice leg drive. And we talked about it all evening. That's a beautiful takedown. You just just use your power and leg drive. And you can't. It's very difficult to defend that. Well done.
Escape to shot. 2-2. Seconds to go, second period.
Ahmad's doing a good job of working ahead of shot. Trying to get his head down, and that's how he actually got that first takedown. Worked the head, got the head down.
20 seconds to go. Maybe a little verbal warning there from Joe McIntyre about
something was said, and that's, I'm sure.
The speed of returning to the middle might have been discussed.
Ahmad kind of being the aggressor here in the second period, giving a little pick up the pace. And a deep shot by Shot. And a throw attempted there by Shot, but great hips and power there by Ahmad, not allowing nothing.
So 2-2 heading into the third. It'll be Ahmad's choice.
Here you see, Shot with a deep double, but he goes up for the bear hug and kind of brings himself on his back. You need to stay tight with that. You squeeze hard, go chest to chest with that, and back trip that. But well defended there by Ahmad as an escape is awarded. So 3-2 Ahmad leads to start this third and final period.
Neither guy's been warned for stalling at all. See what Ahmad's strategy is, and as you mentioned, Darren, he's been very good in these positions. Hasn't really allowed Shot to get clean, to get any clean shots at all. Maybe utilize his length.
Ahmad comes in high right away off the whistle. If you're Shot, you can go right underneath that. Ahmad likes to tie up, likes to work the head. If you're Shot, you want to free yourself from that and try to work angles.
Yeah, this is what the Nazareth bench wants from Shot, but not on the edge.
Here you see it right off the whistle. He comes up high with that right arm and is exposing that right side. If Shot could feel that, he could just do a wrap on, but easier said than done. Easier on the outside here than it is on the inside. It's something you got to see and feel if you're a wrestler. But give Ahmad doing everything he needs to do to win this bout. Got the takedown. Really, since that first period, controlling the neutral position, controlling ties, not allowing Shot to get to what he wants to do.
And again, as Darren mentioned earlier, if Ahmad's able to win, that'll seal it for Liberty, barring a team point deduction and a fall by Nazareth up top at 285.
Ahmad doing a great job of heady pressure and sprawling.
Now, if you're Ahmad, you don't have to do much here with 37.7. No. You're up a point. You haven't been warned.
You know Shot's going to try to shoot to score. So if you're Ahmad, you stay heavy and try to score off of that. Just a little quick spin around. There's a deep shot by Steven Shot. And now can he finish against the strong hips of Ahmad? And there's the 2-point takedown by Shot.
He's got to stay in control. That's their 30th.
He's got to try to ride him out with the last 15 seconds.
Nazareth needs to win here to stay in this. A 4-3 lead for Nazareth. Stephen shot. Same score of the two when they met in Virginia, and Nazareth still alive.
Here you see the winning takedown by Shot. Good job of crunching down, maintaining control. Both legs locked up. And then we move to 285. Winner, take all.
Justice Searock here for Nazareth, the senior, 11 and 15, and it is Jaden Freeman for Liberty, the senior, 23 and 2. Freeman was 28 and 10 a year ago. Searock 15 and 21 last year, and 4 and 4 as a sophomore. Freeman beat Searock 2-0 in Virginia.
Yeah, if you're Liberty, you are feeling very good about this matchup. He's controlled Searock. That 2-0 bout, from what I was told, wasn't close. And you talked about how Nazareth likes to go down. Searock chose neutral in that third period and not go down because they know if he gets underneath Freeman, there's a chance that Freeman's going to turn him.
Yeah.
And just a regular decision that Virginia Duels got the job done for the Blue Eagles. Not here tonight.
No,
if you're Justice Searock, you got to go out here and you got to try to win the thing. Your team's trailing by 1. And if you're Freeman, you just need to maintain your composure, control times, wrestle your bout. Wrestle your bout, wrestle smart, don't do anything stupid. And you're Justice Searock, you want to keep it close. Keep it close and then try to get that W in that third period.
(27-26) in favor of Liberty. Final bout, here we are. There's a takedown for Freeman.
That's Freeman wrestling. That's what he needs to do. He's going to come down. He's going to try to rip Searock right over. He's got Searock where he wants him.
Maintains control.
And 15 seconds to go. Freeman with the big takedown.
Freeman may run out of time in this opening period to turn Searock. He maintains control. Well, it almost comes out Justice Searock at the end. So Freeman will take a 2-0 lead into the second.
Here you see Freeman really smart, not put himself, just an easy, heavy on the head, snap down, spin around.
Searock's going to start this period underneath.
Nice job of Freeman, bringing him up. Keeping the hips down, that's what you want to do if you're Freeman. Roll a wrist, come out to the side. Keep those hips on the mat if you're Freeman of your opponent. Now if you're Searock, do what you did right at the end of that period. You move, you work, you try to leg and roll through. Something could happen. You can't just go out there and lose. You got to go out there and try to win here.
Yeah, this is not just a matter of Justice Searock staying off his back. He's got to get out of this and try to work a takedown. This is a matter of winning it for your team. Liberty up a point. Freeman wins. The Canes take it all. Searock pulls the upset, and it's a Nazareth win.
And for both of these wrestlers, you got nothing to lose. Neither of these guys. And I'm not saying go out there and go crazy, but let it fly. Wrestle your bout, because more than likely, the EPC trophy is on the line. Everybody wants the EPC trophy, but both these teams want that state berth or district tour. Way more important than the EPC title. So let it fly, and then next week, see what happens.
Well, Freeman maintains control. He comes out front.
Now, if you're Freeman, just stay behind and keep working. Don't put yourself in danger, or go back to neutral.
Yeah.
Right there's your best bet. Stay on top, heavy pressure, chop the arm, spiral ride, all kinds of stuff. Beautiful job of sweeping the leg. bringing it up. Just nice ride here by the heavyweight Freeman. And that's what Liberty telling Cooks. Go behind and keep your weight on him. Wear him down. If he puts this arm on the back with C-Rock flat, it could be all good night for the Blue Eagles. There's a stalling warning on C-Rock.
Freeman stays in control. Final seconds of the second period. It'll be his choice when we start the third. Freeman's takedown in the opening period, the difference up to this point.
Oh, nice explosion there by Freeman. Just an easy reversal there by Freeman, showing his power and strength. 4-0 lead for Freeman. He's going to go back to work from this top position.
C-Rock was warned for stalling late in that second period. I think Joe McIntyre gave him another verbal warning underneath to keep him moving. Freeman manned it right here. A lot of time to work with. There it is. Liberty wins it 33-26 with the fall by Jaden Freeman in 4:37.
There you see it. Once he got him over, power down, used the strength of Freeman, and got the fall and the victory. And East Penn Conference champions for the Liberty Hurricanes.
The Canes with that win improved to 16-2. We will step aside and come back and wrap things up from Easton Area Middle School. Back to Easton Area Middle School in the EPC Championships. Liberty avenges the regular season loss to Nazareth by a point on criteria by winning this one 33-26. They won 8 of the 14 bouts wrestled, and a big effort by Liberty. Some unsung heroes for the Canes for sure. But this will be interesting to see how this team now carries this momentum into this week's Thursdays and Saturdays district duels.
Yeah, I mean, that's what it's going to come down to. I mean, Liberty just, got the job done, 8 bouts to 6, just out-wrestled Nazareth just enough to get the W. Can they carry that momentum into district duels next week? That we're going to have to wait and see.
So the Canes, with a win, will lock up the 1 seed. We expect Becca to be the 2 with a win today. Northampton probably 3 and Nazareth 4. That's probably how that's going to work out, which means you're going to see this rematch in the semifinals, but with a true second, Nazareth comes back, who knows, or the loser of that comes back, I should say. It'll be interesting, and of course, those official points will be released for tomorrow. So while this, and again, we said earlier, for those that missed it, this Nazareth lineup would be much different next week with a lot of these guys dropping down weight.
Yeah, and Nazareth knew that going into this dual meet. They didn't know the matchups were going to be different at Virginia duels. They just needed to out-wrestle. They didn't get the job done here tonight. So they're looking forward to district duels next week.
Yeah, so the Canes, a big win for them for sure. With that win, they improved to 16-2, winning the EPC championship. Jody Karam handing out those EPC championship medals. This is, Jody may argue that team in 97 was pretty good, and it was, and 98 was very good, but this year he's got the team to beat in the district now, especially the wins over Northampton during the year. Now this win over Nazareth, a win over Bethlehem Catholic. So this team carries the bullseye on their back heading into duels.
Yeah, their resume, speaks for itself with all those victories and beating just about everybody. They've beaten all the big dogs, Northampton, Becca, and Nazareth here this season. Now can they translate that next weekend? But Liberty, up to this point, definitely the number 1 team in the district.
And it was interesting, too, as we talked about throughout the course of the match, you always look for that unsung hero. Alex Cruz's fall, maybe the difference at that point. And how different will this Cane lineup be if they decide to move guys, maybe weigh them up a little bit? They were able to jockey and move guys down and take advantage of it. The dual meet started at the very same weight, 106 pounds, as it did in Virginia. Could be a different starting point. So a lot of different things going on for next weekend.
Yeah, that's and you talked about it. This dual meet started at 106. Sometimes if you get a dual meet starting in the middle or towards the end, you can strategy. So, there's when the teams are so close, and all four of these teams, the top four teams are so close, it comes down to coin toss matchups. Where you start is such a key. So anything can happen next weekend, but here tonight, it was Liberty who out wrestled Nazareth in 8 bouts of 6 and got the job done and got the EPC championship medals, which are doing now for the Liberty Hurricanes.
I'm looking 10 seniors used today in this Liberty lineup for sure. Nazareth with much less than that. Sean Pearson is senior. Joe Farina wasn't used. Tommy Manos, they had 3, and C-Rock was the other one. So Bob Hartman on hand to present the EPC championship to the Liberty Hurricanes. Darren, I think you mentioned it. Yeah, this is nice for Liberty to win this championship, but it's a berth in that state title next week is really what's on everybody's mind, finishing first or second. Canes have never been in a district dual meet final. If they're able to do it next weekend, it will be their first appearance.
Well, and then also obviously looking forward to next week, and all the teams are. That's the big one. But you can only do what you need to do, and they came out, wrestled like they need to. You take this victory, build that confidence, and some of the matchups, if you see next week, and if a Liberty guy defeated Nazareth guy, you get that matchup again. There's that confidence going into next week. They're having a dream season. It's phenomenal. They're having the season that I'm sure they anticipated, but now got the gold medal at EPCs. Now I know they want that gold medal next week at District Duels.
Again, a reminder to our viewers, we'll be on live next Saturday morning for the semifinals at 10:30. We'll take a look at our Kleckner & Sons most valuable wrestler. We mentioned him, Alex Cruz, who weighed in at 152, bumping up to 160, taking on Joe Capobianco. It's a tight match, and Cruz really the difference in his duel, earning the fall when getting nearly pinned by a cradle.
Yeah, Capobianco up 1-0 in that third period. He locked on a pretty tight cross-face cradle, but it was Cruz who rolled through that and got the huge fall for Liberty to tie the bout up at 20.
That fall coming in 4 minutes and 20 seconds, and really the difference for Liberty in that one, and we knew that was going to be pretty exciting, that particular matchup, and it turned out to be the difference. Again, you take a look at the Canes getting their pictures taken with the championship, the EPC championship, their first in this sport of wrestling. Bethlehem Catholic winning it a year ago. And we'll take a look now at our Rothrock Motors post-match highlights, and we're going to jump ahead to bout number 8, 152 pounds. And in this matchup, we had Jason Rezak for Liberty taking on Jake Dressler for the Blue Eagles.
Yeah, it was Dressler there with that opening takedown, then reversal by Jason Rezak. And these guys went back and forth for quite a while. It was 6-5 in favor of Dressler after 2. And here you see a reversal. So 6-5 going into the third. Reversal there by Dressler. There you see the reversal. And then, watch this. Heavy, or not heavy, high head. It just turns around, gets a headlock, gets a reverse cradle, and gets the fall for the Blue Eagles at 152 pounds.
That's big for Nazareth because that gives them a 6-point lead, 20-14, their first lead of the match. And then we go to 160. We just talked about it. Alex Cruz here for Liberty taking on Joe Capobianco in a match that was 1-0 heading into the third in favor of Nazareth.
Yeah, you saw the Blue Eagles in the background getting excited because that tight cradle that he had, but Cruz did a great job of just rolling right through it because Capobianco rushed it, and Cruz took full advantage of that opportunity with a huge fall in 4 minutes and 20 seconds.
We jump up to bout number 13. Nazareth still in it. They're down 4, 27-23. They send out Steven Schott in a rematch against Jake Ahmad. Schott beat him in Virginia. Needed to do it again to keep Nazareth in this one.
Yeah, this was such a battle. Trailing by 1, 3-2. Ahmad had the lead with about 30 seconds to go. Late takedown by Schott, made it 4-3. He held on, rode Ahmad out, got the 4-3 victory for himself and the Blue Eagles.
Final bout was 285, a winner-take-all with Nazareth down 27-26. Jaden Freeman taking on Justice Searock. Freeman built a nice little lead of 4-0, and then is able to finish it off in the third period.
Yeah, takedown there by Freeman, then a reversal, and then he just went to work here in the final period. Put a stamp on the EPC championship for the Liberty Hurricanes, and there it is, and the excitement shows by Freeman.
Liberty winning this one 33-26. They won 8 of the 14 bouts wrestled. We'll take a look at the wrap-up. Again, we started at 106. Connor Warner gets the win over Kevin Fulmer, wins that one 9-4. Tyrese Fleming. Liberty jumped out to an early lead, 11-0. Fleming gets the win. Matt Maloney gets the win. And then wins by Nazareth here at 126. Sean Pearson gets a major decision. Travis Brown beats Blaine Wilson in a big win for Liberty. Drew Cleary, Deshaun Farber, Tech fall, Dressler fall, really put Nazareth in good position. And then that's where it falls apart. Liberty, the big win by Cruz, the fall. Talajan, the regular decision. Hertzig at 82 gets a victory again over Hennessy, his second one this year. Moyer, the major decision. Shot the win for Nazareth, keeps it close. And then Freeman ends it with a fall for the Liberty Hurricanes. So a big win for Liberty here tonight. They will carry a 16-2 record into next week's district duels. Nazareth with the loss drops to 13-3. That'll do it for our live coverage here today from Easton Area Middle School. For our director today, Ryan Kelly. For my partner, Darren Daner, I am Doug Peters saying so long from Easton. Liberty, your EPC champs. They beat Nazareth tonight 33-26.